My dear sisters and brothers in Christ Jesus, welcome to Daily Bread. Today we reflect on Mark chapter 4, verses 35 to 41. The story of Jesus calming the storm and how this passage can illuminate our relationships with spouses, friends, relatives, colleagues, parishioners, and neighbors. The story of faith and fear also speaks to the dynamics of our connection with others. The Gospel of Mark, chapter 4, verses 35 through 41. That day when evening came, he said to his disciples, "Let us go over to the other side." Leaving the crowd behind, they took him along, just as he was in the boat. There were also other boats with him. A furious squall came up, and the waves broke over the boat, so that it was nearly swamped. Jesus was in the stern, sleeping on a cushion. The disciples woke him and said to him, "Teacher, don't you care if we drown?" He got up, rebuked the wind, and said to the waves, "Quiet, be still." Then the wind died down and was completely calm. He said to his disciples, "Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith?" They were terrified and asked each other, "Who is this? Even the wind and the waves obey him." Just as the disciples embarked on a journey with Jesus, we embark on journeys with those around us. Relationships begin with a sense of trust and commitment, much like setting out on calm waters. The decision to cross to the other side together symbolizes our commitment to navigate life's ups and downs in unity. Storms arise in every relationship. For spouses, it could be conflicts or misunderstandings. For friends, it might be disagreements. For relatives, perhaps long-held grudges. For colleagues, workplace tensions. For parishioners, differing views on church matters. And for neighbors, boundary disputes. These challenges test our bonds, just as the storm tested the disciples' faith. Jesus sleeping during the storm can be likened to periods in our relationships where one party seems disengaged or indifferent. These moments, whether they feel like permanent sleep, temporary sleep, or just power naps, challenge us deeply. Permanent sleep represents a complete withdrawal or breakdown in communication, leading to estrangement. In marriages, this might mean living together but feeling miles apart. With friends or relatives, it might be long periods without contact. In such times, we question if the relationship can survive. Temporary sleep is similar to short-term disconnection or misunderstandings that arise but can be resolved. In our relationships, these are the quarrels and conflicts that, though painful, are not permanent. They remind us of our need to wake each other up to address the storm together. Power naps are brief moments of disconnection, necessary for rejuvenation. Just as a power nap restores our physical energy, short breaks in relationships, time apart or space to cool down, can strengthen bonds if handled with care and mutual understanding. The disciples' plea to Jesus reflects our need to reach out when relationships are strained. Whether it's addressing the distant spouse, the silent friend, or the aloof colleague, we mustn't shy away from saying, "I need you." These moments of vulnerability can lead to reconnection and healing. Jesus' calming of the storm symbolizes the peace and resolution that can come when we address issues directly and with faith. His authority over the storm reassures us that with Christ at the center, we can navigate any relational turmoil. His words, "Quiet, be still," can become our prayer for our relationships, inviting His peace into our interactions. Jesus' question, "Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith?" challenges us to trust not only in Him, but also in the resilience of our relationships. Faith in relationships involves believing in their strength, having patience, and showing grace. Just as the disciples marveled at Jesus' power, we can look back at our relationships and see the growth and strength that come from weathering storms together. These moments of awe remind us of the divine hand at work, guiding us and holding us together. As we reflect on the passage on the Gospel of Mark and its application to our relationships, let us remember that storms are inevitable, but with faith, understanding, and Christ's presence, we can find calm and resolution. Let us strive to replace fear with faith, not only in Jesus, but with one another.